Hello everybody and welcome back to some more RimWorld. Alrighty, the time swiftly approaches for us to make some huge strides. And I intend to do just that. So, numero uno on today's list is we gotta get our gestators ready to go. Which it looks like Chef is already on the way to do that, so perfect. That means we get to start on the second one. Now, it was ran by me that there is a chance that the reason we're stockpiling so heavily is because when we got the new DLC and effectively loaded in a bunch of new stuff, that some of our work orders were broken. I'm gonna be honest, I believe that, but at the same time, even just looking over here, look how much food we have. We have 28 lavish meals, and then the rest... Yeah, no, I just fully believe that, because we're not making food, and I don't know why. Especially because in our scheduling, I mean, you know, I think this is a lot more fair of a schedule. Like, that's plenty of free time, you know, a little bit of dedicated work time. You know, everybody works part-time in the colony, except for Melee, who's awake at all times, but... that sounds bad out of context, by the way. So I do think that we need to potentially change around a couple things. But yeah, like, cooking is a extreme high priority. Like, Chef is on 1, Wrath is on 1, Anna is on 2, although she hasn't had an arm, so can't really blame her for that for that one. Something I'm thinking of doing, right, is Eva, she's been with us for a while, right? Okay, well, she's a little upset right now, but she's been with us for a while, so I'm kind of thinking that she won't turn on us at this point. So, if we can, I want to try and figure out how to get rid of this carcinoma. Reason being, it is causing her basically extreme pain at every single point of the day forever. So if we could get rid of that and potentially raise her mood a little bit, that would be nice. Also, if we could potentially bring her into our belief, that would also be really good. I don't know why she's chemically starving, considering we have so much of these smoke leaves. But hey, what are you gonna do? So, today's episode, we are guaranteed gonna get that second colony going. Hopefully. It might still take us a little while. It might not even be until the end of this episode, but the goal is we end this episode with another colony made. And, even more ideally, where's it? This one. We get that Arco Nexus map. I want that map. And we are working on being with friends with them. We're almost to the point where we're allies. So, you know, give them a couple more gifts, they'll be ready to go, it'll be perfect. And look at that, look at that big old pristine assembler. God, it's actually a huge mechanoid, oh my goodness. So, just as a reminder, this is the mechanoid that every so often will create 10 of a random resource. So, once we have even more, we're gonna get that going. Must be emptied. Okay, well, you guys go ahead and do your thing for now. So yeah, we're, pretty much just gonna get ourselves ready to go. We still can't get rid of these waste packs. How close are we to that? We have to be close by now, surely. Right, it needs the, yeah, right, it needs Ultra Mech Techs, right. Also, we're getting progress, and I'm not really sure how. But we are. Oh, you know what? I think I know how. It's one of our books, I think. Yeah, I think it's one of our books that's doing it. That's kind of crazy. Now, I don't know how important, like, a library or something is, but apparently it helps with recreation, so maybe we'll even think about doing that at some point. And then what kind of work does this do? Let me see. It is capable of fighting. Okay, yeah, no, it literally just kind of roams around creating stuff and can also be used to fight a little bit. So, hey, I mean, you can't go wrong with more guard bots, so to speak. That happened. Warped obelisk. Oh, goody. We've got another one, boys. Oh, good. What do we know about it? A large metallic pillar that emanates a putrid psychic energy. The pillar hums ominously and appears to be increasing in activity. It's not clear what will happen when it reaches its full capacity. You could send colonists to suppress it. You can also mark it to study it. Yeah, okay. Study it, suppress it. Same deal. We've got 2 obelisks now, and a monolith. Oh, goody. Oh, I love it. Wait a minute. Okay. I was about to be real mad if it was stopping my windmills from working. Like, it lands in the one spot where my windmills just suddenly don't work. 2 Glitter World medicine? Are you serious? Okay, well, here I was thinking, oh, hey guys, I know exactly what we're gonna do. Let's start regenerating people's lost things. But no, apparently we need 2 Glitter World medicines. Huh? That, seems kinda expensive, don't you think? Well, on another note, speaking of regeneration, it might not be regeneration, but Anna now has her arm reattached. Kind of. It's a bionic one, but still, Anna has both of her arms, which is great. That means that she actually gets to do things now. I was going to use bioregeneration to get back, Bethany's left ear, but, apparently we need Glitter World medicine for that. So I guess that's not happening. A torturer named Johnson is crashing. Well, lucky for you, it seems like you get to be part of our little home. Welcome aboard. By the way, we got rare Thrumbos again, but we literally can't tame them, so oh well. And another thing, Loringo has returned to our loving little colony. He is wearing his hat, believe it or not. It just doesn't show up, so still working on that. Don't know why that broke, but I'm gonna guess that it's a DLC's fault. Everything's a DLC's fault. That being said, there is also another mechanoid style mod that I did want to add. Issue, it is broken by, I forget the exact name of the mod, but more in-depth jobs. It's broken by that mod, so it's like, oh, that sucks. So, eventually we'll have them, but for the moment, it seems as though that is not to be. Okay, Kale has captured Johnson. Hopefully we're able to heal him up before anything goes too terribly wrong. And that should be going good. By the way, as far as the SS Council Shuttle Mark 1, we almost have it completely full. And once it is full, we're gonna go on ourselves a ride. And I'm kind of thinking we just set up a new colony. And hopefully that goes good. Let me see. And then as for our history, what are we at? 300. Oh, we're at the mark. We can officially sell our colony. We still got to become friends, but we can sell our colony. So I do intend to do that. Ideally somewhat soon. Now, okay, not that I dislike this colony, right? But there's a lot of things that I would do different after having played with it for quite some time. So, you know, it's definitely home, but we can do better. And we will do better. In the next one, obviously. We do still have a lid. Oh. Well, that sucks. Almost. If only our prison wasn't halfway across the map from where he crash landed. Dang it. Ah, well, that's alright. There will be another. Let me see. Can we contact anyone to, like, trade? Or, like, send them a gift or something? Debatably, we should do that when we have the time. But for now, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. We do also have a second pristine assembler for Chef. The first one is named Lily, and the second one is named Aliyah. There is also a third one whenever we get the supplies to do that. Honestly, with three pristine assemblers, we're gonna be so good to go. You have no idea how nice it's gonna be. Getting 30 of a random resource every single day. That adds up. That adds up real fast. As for what we want, I don't want to go into this yet, but I really want Ghoul Resurrection, so I don't know. So we're gonna go for Sleep Suppressor, right? Apparently it irritates anyone nearby. Why would we want that? It creates a psychic pulsation, alters a brain chemistry, halting the buildup of fatigue and removing the need for sleep. However, it also irritates people. That could be real good. That has potential. That has real potential. And then what the heck is a frenzy inducer? I need to look at this. The device creates a frenzied psychic vibration. Oh. It makes everyone move and work faster, but anytime they have a mental break, it's guaranteed to be violent. No thanks. That's what I have to say about that one. No thanks. Cult escapee. A mangled figure is approaching the colony. She wants to talk. Does she now? You don't look mangled. Okie dokie, Sally, you want to go talk to the mangled person? The cult escapee. The mangled stranger stares at you with empty eyes and speaks in a broken voice. She claims to have escaped from a terrible cult and begs to join your colony. Her body is riddled with corrupt archites. She can release them at will, creating a cloud of dead life dust that can reanimate nearby corpses. She may be very useful, but you also sense there's something she's not telling you. Okay. Okay. Fine. Alright, let's take a look at you. You don't have a left eye. Oof. You have a surgical scar on your left arm. You're dependent on psychite. I'm gonna be honest, Chief. I don't know if we can do that for you. Also, if you want slaves. Okay. Right. Absolute way. Loyalist collectivist. You love slavery. You love drug use. And you love child labor. Nice. That's real good. I'm real happy for you. So, other than not having an eye, right? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I'm not really seeing a lot that's wrong with you. Huh. Psychite tea. Here we go. At a campfire or a cooking stove. Okay. Psychite tea. So you can take it every 2 days. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can make that work. Hang on. Oh my god. You are addicted to drugs. But you hate drugs? I see. Well, that's real interesting. You wanna know why? Because I think I know where I'm gonna stick you now. Poor cooking. Well. Also, Kylie passed out. Oh, good. Lovely. Okay, well, here's the thing, right? Rather than stick Asher into the Ripper, here's what I'm thinking. What if we did something a little more fun? This right here? Yeah, that's a lot of value. Oh, you love to see it. I love the smell of value in the morning, boys. So we're selling all 3 of our dromedaries that just self-tamed, and we're selling all their milk, some blood bags, but in return... Oh, yeah, and we're also selling a bunch of fur that we got from breaking stuff down. But in return, we are getting 200 chem fuel, 16 components, an advanced component, a book, which we might need, who knows. And honestly, that's it. But, still, we're also getting a little bit of silver. So, you know, who's the real winner here? It's me. We're also 300,000% turning Asher into a ghoul. Not only that, we are going to recreate Asher and turn her into the most terrifying of all ghouls. That's right. We're bringing back that zombie that wouldn't die so long ago. And you are going to be such a nightmare. Obelisk study complete. You've completed your investigation of the obelisk. It creates a bridge to a point in a space-time void, separated from ours along usually inaccessible spatial dimensions. The void plane is filled with a gray labyrinthian structure of astronomical scale. Someone trapped there could return by finding the obelisk's mirror version inside the gray rooms and hallways. The gray structures seem to have been created by an Archotech superintelligence, but there's no way to know their purpose, age, or spatial limits. The obelisk is damaged and unstable, so its energy level rises unless suppressed. If it were to fully activate, it could begin to abduct individuals at random. You can now intentionally provoke a response. Cool. Just send them to a distant spatial dimension. Epic. Yeah, I can't wait to do that. That sounds like a real good time. By the way, we had a minor bug attack. It was like 3 things though, so Asher took care of it. And by the way, Asher is... I was originally going to turn her into that undying zombie or ghoul or whatever it was, but So, we gave Asher a little bit of hair, and Asher is now our first official ghoul. Here's the thing, though. I don't know if Asher can eat the synth meat. I don't know if that counts. Let's find out. I'm gonna find out. Asher, can you eat synth meat? Does that count as real meat? Yum, 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 yum. Synth meat. Apparently it does. You need a lot of it, but still. By the way, people aren't cooking again. I don't know what's going on with that, if there's just like a bug happening or what, but people don't want to cook. So we're having a oh. God dang it, there was more than I thought. All right, Asher, come deal with this pretty please. Death. Well, that worked out. By the way, Asher apparently regrew her eye, which is kind of crazy. Like, actually, wait a minute. If Asher regrows, theoretically, right? If, say, Asher were to have parts of her dissected, would they just regrow? Are ghouls technically a way to get infinite amounts of stuff, provided you're able to upkeep them? That is an interesting thought. Oh! Sally 2! Again! And you have Psycaster levels. That's interesting. That's real interesting. You want to know why that's interesting? So, we have this Psycaster ability called Flesh Shaper. And originally, I was kind of... I'm still kind of torn. I want Crimson to be a Hemo Sage because the ability of her just sending like blood lances and just sucking the soul out of people sounds like a real Crimson thing to do. Alternatively, Flesh Shaper also sounds like a Crimson thing to do. However, since we did have a clone, you know, I think it's only fair that our new... What should we name her? We will name this Sally. Let's see. We will call her... Violet. Why not? Alright, Sally the Violet. Let's just say... I've been waiting to use these for quite some time. So, I'm going to come over here to Crimson, right? And then Violet is going to use something called... Oh, you have to be in range. Okay, well, hang on. Crimson, you stay there. And then Violet, you come here. Now, I'm all but certain Violet is going to die at some point. However... let's just make her a little bit more permanent in what she's done. Yes? I am also going to just put her as assign worker. There we go. Okay, you're both undrafted. So if you're curious what that did, Crimson now has something called slow regeneration. This creature's metabolism has been altered by a Flesh Shaper, granting them a slow regenerative capability. And we're only going to do this on Obelisk duplicates, by the way. That's the only time I'm going to allow myself to use this particular ability. If we use this on people, we just get regeneration. Now, I don't know if that's going to lead to, like, cancer and stuff, because it's like, oh, you're generating too many cells, and now you're going to die, but... yeah. Seems like a strong ability, so... that's exactly what I'm going to do. No. Nope, no. Okay, Sally, you're done. Thank you. Okay, do your thing, Chef. When you're awake, I want you to do this. Okay, so we now have a new fabricator, which, and this is gonna be insane. By the way, we will call her Cindy. Huh? I'll spell it normally though, so it's easier to read. So Cindy is pretty insane. She's basically able to do everything, just not very well. So, sounds pretty good. And Chef also requested that we get a... aha! A little maid bot. So, quite a few mods have been updated. The first of which, who has a weapon? Kylie, stand still for us. As you see, we now have Show Me Your Hands, which I'm so excited that we have that back. That's so cool. And the Chogu Mex has also been updated, so now we can have little maid drones. Now, the thing about these maids is, I believe they're made with a Mechanator only run in mind, so they are a little bit powerful. I do think we're gonna restrict them a little bit. Like, for example, I think Chef at the moment is the only one who's gonna have the maid drones, just because he's the one who wanted them. And then what we're planning, right? I've got it all figured out. Look at this. So the SS Council Shuttle Mark 1 is ready for launch whenever we need it, and we also have a transport pod. My thinking is, right, in the quest log, right, it says they'll bring 5 of your people and 5 of your animals to anywhere you want on the planet to start a new colony. Which means we need to move everybody else ourselves. So we can bring, let's say, Sally, Chef, Cypher, Kim, and maybe Eva or Laringo. Eva or Laringo. We send all them, right? And we kind of just do this in stages. Because for one, we're not even friends. We're not full-blown allies with them yet. But we will be. We're at 69. We literally just need one of them to pass by and we can become friends. And it's going to be absolutely perfect. So what I want to do, right, is once they pass by, we make friends. At that point, we've already initiated our second colony. We get everything ready to go. We transport pods, materials over to wherever we're going to set up the base. We get it at a starting point, and then boom, bop, pow, we immediately are ready to go. Everybody's there. Everybody immediately dives onto their own missions, and then boosh, we're good to go. That's the plan. I don't know that that's necessarily going to work, but it is the plan, at least at the moment. So, you know, in a perfect world, this is going to be a seamless transition. In a not perfect world, this is going to suck. Either way, I think that it's important that we do it. Also, something that we have finally finished is we, at long last, actually have some freaking armor. Bethany, for example, has a shield belt, a marine helmet, and marine armor. She also has an excellent plasteel spear, which is freaking amazing. Crimson has a shield belt, a plasteel sword, although it's not very good, a recon helmet, recon armor, pretty good. Anna, marine helmet, recon armor. Let's see, Cypher has the, just the marine armor because he has to wear the headset. So, unfortunately, we can't really take that off him or else he's going to lose control of multiple of his mechs, which, you know, downside of a Mechanator. And Kylie has a wrench, and both sets of recon stuff. I do want to get Kylie a shield belt as well. All of our melee characters, I feel, need a shield belt. Debatably, a smoke pop pack would also be really good, but being able to just completely ignore some gunfire just sounds so good. Like, that's a hard one to beat. And then something else I was kind of debating doing, and, you know, I asked around about it in the Discord. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it is certainly an idea. So, bionic limbs, right? For example, Anna, right? Health, there it is. Bionic arm. There's not really a downside other than botching the surgery of just, like, replacing your limbs with bionic stuff. Like, for example, poor Kale still has 2 prosthetic legs. We gotta get her some bionics. But, like, what's to really stop us from just, like, eventually, right? Like, other than the cost, replacing our limbs with bionic stuff? Because as far as I know, bionic and prosthetic and, you know, whatever, doesn't bleed. Which means there's much less of a chance that we're just gonna keel over dead in the middle of a fight. So that's something to think about. I don't know necessarily that we have to do it right now. Maybe we can wait until we naturally lose some limbs. But it's still something to think about. So, with that being said, that's basically the plan. As soon as a trading ship or a trading convoy or anything of the sort comes by, I do want to make friends with the Concord. And right now, we are at 361k, right? Almost 362. There's a couple things that I would desperately like to bring with us. That way we have an easier time to get going. For example, the Vanometric Power Cell, which is just unlimited power. Desperately want to bring that. I don't think that we should leave unless we bring it along. Another thing is, I really don't want to leave the grav engine behind, and because we can uninstall it, we can put it into our ship, if need be. Unfortunately, there is going to be a lot that we do have to leave, which, you know, I'm not super excited about, although we'll let them deal with all the Tox packs. So yeah, I think this is going to be good. We get to completely redo our base. We get a brand new area where it's not gonna be freaking ice cold the whole time. It's gonna be a new beginning. And, not to mention, the most important part, we're gonna have a piece of the Arcodexis map, and we're also going to have a new ally. Oof. Violet has begun experiencing pounding headaches. Well, if we have something called a healer... What was it? It was a healer mech thingy? Do we have that? We... Tubal litigation. No. Well, you know what we can do? And, you know, this is, you're gonna have to forgive me for this. Let's see, who else do I want to potentially buff? Bethany! Oh, Violet. Okay, Violet, you come over to Bethany. We got plans around these parts. Oh, Bethany! Come. Okay. Okay, now I'm very sorry about this, Violet. I know your time here was short-lived. But I'm afraid if your mind is going to crumble, there is only one way to conserve it. And that one way to conserve it is to turn you into a mechanoid of our colony. You will live on, whether you want to or not. You will be the driving force that helps our workforce survive and prosper in this terrible world that cares nothing for people like us. Oof. Well, unfortunately, yeah. I mean, we literally can't save Violet, so... As much as I hate doing it, I really think that the best thing to do is just to, you know, quite literally have Violet survive through becoming a mechanoid, you know what I mean? Like, in a way, it's saving her. We're just putting her in a mechanoid body. So if you think about it, mechanoids are friends. Well, that's far from ideal. Kylie is disappearing. Kylie noticed activity in the warped obelisk. Some mysterious internal mechanism has come to life, causing Kylie to begin to disappear. She will soon vanish entirely. Kylie has vanished. Oh, epic. We're in the back rooms now. To be fair, Kylie is one of our better fighters, so let's try and figure out where we are, shall we? Oh boy. Well, we gotta find the exit before we die. So let's see. Kylie has teleported to a strange room. The walls are an unidentifiable gray material and the air is dead still. She doesn't know where she is or how to get home. A nearby door is jammed, but looks like it can be forced open with some effort. By studying the obelisk, other colonists may be able to understand what happened and find a way to help her. Right. Although attacking it will cause more people to get abducted. Really? Wow, you've got some loot on you. Also, survival meals. Don't mind if I do. Okay, well, go ahead and take his gear. I know you don't like it, but still. Recon helmet. Dang, okay, wait a minute. We getting some good gear. Okay, so it does actually give you some gear to work with. It doesn't just send you here and says, all right, good luck. It actually gives you something to help you out with. Floor etching. Send a colonist to decipher this. All right, epic. Kylie, figure it out. What's the floor etching mean? She successfully deciphered it. Okay. The words are hard to make sense of. The author begs for freedom from his tormentor, a silent child with a mouth stretching across its entire face. The name Pratt is scrawled at the bottom. It seemed to indicate that an exit is somewhere west of here. So to the left. Okay. Then let's go back to the forced doorway. Pratt. Are we gonna need to remember that? Also, it's getting darker in here. An endless pit. Oh, good. Well, we're not going there. Absolutely not. A smooth-sided hole that extends endlessly downwards. Cool. That seems like a cool trash pit. Okay, more etchings. All right, Kylie. Well, if you want to go figure out what these ones have in store for us, then that would be great. Meanwhile, while Kylie is doing that, just ignore that. We are sending Sally, Bethany, Eva, and Cypher to a new colony location. I thought right here was going to be a good one. We do have multiple enemies nearby, but we also have multiple friends nearby. So therefore, it should be pretty good for us. Floor etchings. The writing is fragmented, as if interrupted multiple times. The author seems convinced that a metal parasite lives under his skin. He describes intense pain as it shifts and squirms. There is an exit somewhere north of here. Right. Okay. That's epic. I love... a forced weather for bait. Oh. Wants to perform... Oh, it's our friends. A weather control system will force the weather to be a blind fog. For 14 days? Oh, but we could get a psychic emanator. Oh, we can get another psychic emanator. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Deal. Psychic emanator is so good. If we can have more of those, absolutely. Dope. Floor etchings. The strange etchings are written backwards. The words struggle to describe an invisible creature that consumes the minds of unbelievers. It ends with a name. Sammy. But it's backwards, so is it Yamas? Yamas? Okay, so Yamas, Pratt, and who knows, a metal thing. Oh, Kylie is back up. Alrighty. Come on, there's gotta be an exit here somewhere. Good thing we have a wrench, huh? Okay. What does this one say? We do need to let Kylie eat. So after you decipher this, go ahead and eat. Okay. Here we go. Now, what does this one say? Strange etchings are written backwards. The writer's frantic tone builds to a climax focused on a mass of spinning blades emerging from an abyss. They seem to indicate that there is an exit in somewhere north of here. Okay, so keep going upwards then. Alright. Also, stay away from the pits, I guess? Sounds right. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna open these boxes. Warped obelisk. Kylie has discovered a large obelisk. It looks nearly identical to the one that originally brought her here. Perhaps it can be activated to return her home. I think that means we're free. What the heck is this? Metal blood serum? We'll go ahead and pick it up. And then also pick up Secrets of Cultists. What is this? In these readable writings, an armoral heir unfolds an outlander exploratory expedition that survived rains of blood and a sky that attempted to crush them to death with inky blackness. One section describes the mechanics of dark psychic influence. It's a chore to get through. That's funny. Alright, Kylie, go home. Be gone from this place. It has begun to activate. Oh! Colonists returned. The whirring obelisk has returned your abducted colonists. Shortly after doing so, it vanished into thin air. It may have returned other creatures as well. Wait, it's literally gone? Also, yeah, it did. It summoned a flesh beast. Well, welcome back. Kylie, I hope you enjoyed your, oh, another flesh beast. How many more of those? Is it only the one? Yeah. So it only summoned, like, 2 little flesh beasts, which, from the sounds of it, it could have been a lot worse. By the way, Asher is, like, in pain, because we had a bunch of, mega sloths. To be fair, we took care of it pretty well. Other than Melee and Asher, we didn't really take much damage, but... Okay, so this is going to be a slow process. You're going to take a little while to actually get healed. So, that is something to make note of. But, all things considered, we have just survived our ordeal. And now we don't have to worry about that obelisk anymore. Which, honestly, kind of works out, because we already... How do I... hang on, wait. Where's my entity codex? There it is. Yeah, because we already figured out how it works. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's hope it doesn't come back.
Well, boys, here we are, boys. Home sweet home.
You know what? Okay, so initial, not great, right? I think we can all agree on that. Not great. The initial reaction is not pristine. However, there's some potential here. There's some real good potential here. So, the left side is all water for the most part. No, yeah, left side is legit just like all water. The top is mostly cut off. The right side, literally the entire right side of the map is completely cut off. Down here is not amazing. What's the temperature like over here? It is a bit cold, which, I mean, God, at this rate, are we used to that? Now, I think it's only cold because it's a thunderstorm.
All right, Kylie, it's your time to shine. Time to make some friends.
Let's see, what can we give? Oh, how about, let's see. We want, you know what? I don't know. Our books? We could do away with some books, right? How about some more gold, huh? There you go. Have a little bit of gold. That's plus 14. That's good. That's real good. What else can we give? Plasteel? Absolutely not. It's mine. You can have these high explosive shells. You can have the Moyo blood bags. And you can have these crimson serums.
Allied to the Third Concord.
All right. So, we're at plus 86, right? That's good. But I think it goes down by negative 10. So natural goodwill, negative 10. So there is a chance that it goes down. All goodwill. Moving towards natural goodwill. Okay, so what if we give them a bit more goodies just to ensure that we're good to go? Kylie, trade a little bit more. Okay. Hang on. We can give them a tiny, tiny bit more. This metal blood serum, we don't need it. Oh, wait. Sorry. It has to be a gift. And they don't take it as a gift. Epic. Absolutely epic. Okay. That's plus 1, plus 3, plus 4. That puts us at 90. So even if it goes down by 10, we'll still be at 80, which is still allied. Good enough for me. A pleasure doing business with you. Now please stay our friends long enough for us to get both established and have enough wealth. That being said, by the way, I'm just building a crap ton of floors to keep our wealth up, because as you see, having 4 people and all of our mechanoids leave kind of dipped us pretty low. Now, we should be able to raise that up, no problem. Once we put in all the floors, I'm making a bunch of huge art pieces that will just randomly dot around the map. We'll be fine, right? But it is going to take us a minute or two.
Alrighty, try number 2. Let's take ourselves a little gander.
Okay. Yeah, this is the one. Oh, this is so the one. Oh my... Dude, I love this layout already. Oh, yeah. This is it. This is our layout. This is our new home. Yep.
Well, let's not keep everyone waiting. Let's go ahead and start setting up.
Yeah, this is, I love this layout. Just to explain why, this is completely sealed off. That's already a huge plus. Then, we have a massive river through half the map, which I think, since this is moving water, we can actually use windmills. And we can go fishing. And then, the only points of attack are either over here, which they have to go through the river, up here, of which all of this has to go through the river, or to the right, which, you guessed it, has to go through the river. So if we just wall off a huge area, like literally right here, and then we'll like experiment with a kill box, because I don't know how to make one, truthfully, so I'm just gonna put something together and hope that it works. I'm thinking just giga wall, big open space, and then, uh-oh, no door. Oops, forgot the door. That might work. So we're gonna experiment with that. Okay, there is some steel walls over here, so that could potentially be something to worry about. There might be some shenanigans and stuff happening. Yeah, I don't know if there will be, like, a lot of caves and stuff, but either way, I love this layout. Okay, let's get to work. Alrighty, we're ready. And launch this bad boy to our new zone. And launch it right on over here. Oh, yeah. That's gonna be so good. Oh, my goodness. That is so perfect. So, literally, we just get to launch stuff, and it'll arrive after a bit, I guess, and we get to just funnel resources into our new base while we're building it. Speaking of, as far as the bedrooms and everything, I'm making them bigger this time. Instead of 3x3, we're doing a 5x5. Debatably, I should make them like 7x7 or something, but I don't know. I think 5x5 should be fine. Actually, is that the exact same? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, debatably, I should make them bigger, but I mean, frickin' blah. Yeah, maybe I should. Dang it, man. Alright, we'll make them bigger. I want people to be happier this go around, right? And so, to do that, I figure big bedroom equals big happy. That's the thought process. Although we're gonna need to expand a lot more in order to do that, but this is the time to do it. We have a lot of wood. We don't have a lot of resources, so once it's all said and done, we should be good to go. Mary, you know what? I'm gonna cancel these orders. I don't want them crossing that river. Okay, so you're doing that. Transport pods have arrived. Good. There's also a lot of very, very fertile land. So, I'm making absolute use out of it and growing our own food. However, because we don't currently have food going, a little bit of food sent to us never hurt. We're also able to just mass produce steel, and because we took that quest for the weird I had it set not to be interacted with. Why was it eaten? Ugh. Well, that sucks. I guess we're not studying that. I mean, you know, I probably should have seen that coming, but regardless. So, the unnatural corpse. Even though we only got to study it once, and then it got eaten, presumably, it did give us access to death refusal, and we got a tiny bit of research out of it. I, you know, would have liked a little bit more value out of it, but what are you gonna do? And then I am still trying to just up our wealth as much as possible. We're just gonna keep sending over supplies as needed. We're in a really good position here. And then because we are friendly with them, technically all we need now is the actually, we could do it right now. We quite literally could just up and do it right now. We don't have everybody ready to go right now, but... Oh, wait. What is it doing over here? That's not where I put you. It's not even allowed. Why didn't it move? That's odd. I could have sworn I said not to... Yes, Melee, if you can go haul the fake corpse of Anna, that would be great. Especially before Asher gets her teeth on her. Okay, you are going back into the freezer. Okay, now, don't touch. No touchy. No touchy. Actually, Anna, if you could come real quick, study yourself, that'd be nice. Okay, how much do we get for this? Plus, oh, 0.40. That's actually pretty good. The issue is, since it is a corpse, we are naturally just going to be very unhappy with it being around, but, you know, what are you going to do? So, let me see. How are we... History. God dang. Up to 37K. So we do have to up our production a lot more, though, right? Because we need to have everybody but 5 ready to go. So if we can do that, then we'll be good to go. Issue, that is expensive. So, you know, a little bit of progress still needs to be made, but luckily we do have our battery over at the other colony, so we don't have to worry about that. We got people who are capable of building food. Cooking food, rather. We could shuttle people over right now. I just think it's a little bit too early. I kind of want to wait just a bit longer, especially because right now the setup over here is somewhat easy. I don't really want to move everybody over until we have at least some kind of thing set up, because I kind of think that that'll just be a huge problem for us. But just look at all this fertile land. All the way up here, all across the river, over here. It's like, oh man. We have food for days, provided that there's not a million flash freezes. You know, that'd be nice. Wasters have set up a camp and are harassing caravans of the Sea Dragon group. He wants you to provide 5 soldiers to carry out the attack. He'll send a shuttle. They'll be fed and medically tended. I'm just saying, as nice as the 40 goodwill would be, a 3rd psychic emulator is too good to pass up. So, who are we gonna send? We will send Melee, Kim, Laringo, Kylie, and Crimson. Yeah. I mean, that should be... It's only 3 wasters. Like, we should be able to do this and be done in no time at all. Oh. All right. Let's do this. Whoa. Okay, well, they're the wasters. Oh, they all have tox grenades. Less than ideal, but what if, right? What if we just ran at him? And then we'll have Laringo and Kim. I want you both to stay at a distance, and then everyone else, debatably, just go steal their cover. Okay, here we go. Okay, that one missed. Melee, go for a spit. Oh, boy, that's a nasty piece of machinery that they have, huh? By the way, we got through that so unbelievably fast. Like, oh my god. And there's our psychic emulator. Okay, everyone back on board. Time to go home. That's insane. I can't believe how easy that was. For a psychic emulator too, like, oh my, oh. Well, you know what? It can go ahead and be mad. Okay, everyone's back home. Good. Yeah, that was... Oi! Why did you move again? You're not supposed to be there. Why have you moved to a new containment room? Or rather, to one of our containment rooms. What? I'm noticing a trend here. Laringo, when you're not busy... Hauling Anna. Okay, good, good. I saw Consume was taken, and I'm like, bro, there's no way. Okay, so the Psychic Emanator. Let's see. I'm actually going to load this one up. And then we're going to send it over. Let's see. Psychic. Yeah, it'd probably be easier to type it Psychic. Okay, boom. And then let's also send over... let's do... Nope. 30, and then let's send some some components. Let's send over 20. Let's send over 5 of these. Oh yeah, look at that. That's nice. And then let's also send over some steel. 213. We'll do a nice even 200. All right, go ahead. Nice. This is such a cool way to play the game. Like, yeah, you know, managing it is probably going to be an absolute nightmare, but still, it is really, really cool. Also, Tibernon. Oh, you're at this one. You know, this is a good example, though. Like, seeing how they wade through the water, look at how much they're slowed, and they are forced down this one path. Oh, beautiful. I don't know why we're not in triple speed. Oh, right, because of the mad hair or whatever. And then there's also the flesh dude over here that's kind of just been hanging out for a while. Either way, easiest psychic emulator of my entire life. And let's see, how's our history? We are still in range, although it's a little iffy. So we definitely still have to spike up our production a lot before we officially get everyone to go. But even still, we're keeping up with it enough to be able to send stuff over without, like, really, really hamstringing ourselves. So we're, like, right there. We just have to get more people moved over, make sure that we have enough production, and then boom, there it is. Like, that's it. It's over. Moyo Hitman is apparently visiting as well. Cool. So, I want to try this. So we're all going to be loaded into the shuttle, being Chef and all of his mechanoids, right? I'm so curious to see. Yeah, here come the mechanoids. Chef is waiting around. We're just waiting for our other mechanoids. Okay. So now, disabled blind fog. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, never mind. Oof, that sucks bad. Okay, so my thought process was, if we take the shuttle, drop stuff off, and then just fly back, if we could potentially transport stuff away that way, I don't know if we can necessarily do that, and I'm not going to be finding out for a little bit of time. How much longer is this quest going? Hang on. It is the... It's one of our actives, right? It's not distress. So it said 14 days, but I don't know how much longer that's gonna be. So which one was it? Forced weather for Bates. It was 11 days ago. Okay, so in 3 days, we can potentially start sending people. Okay, good to know, good to know. Unnatural corpse study progress. Your investigation of the unnatural corpse has revealed more about the body. An Archotech shard at its core psychically links it with Anna. It will rebuild itself if destroyed and teleport any distance to be near Anna. Anna thinks that there may be a way to permanently destroy the corpse, but will need to study it further. Oh boy. So it is teleporting, because it went into Laringo's room, which is one away from Anna. That's scary. That's not ideal. Corpse obsession, Anna. Anna has broken inside and became obsessed with corpses. She's going to find a corpse and present it for all to see. This happened because of the presence of an unnatural corpse. Oh! Did it now? Aha! Your own corpse, that is. You know, the fact that everybody hates corpses is just very slowly but surely becoming a massive problem. And then where did this person crash? Over here? Meh. Meh. We ignore that for now. So we only have a little bit left until the forced weather is over. And then we're going to try and use our pod. Where'd Anna go? Wait, the body moved. Huh. Weird. So Anna, to do. So Anna's name is Purple. Does that mean that she will snap out of it, or wherever I go I can feel it watching me? It never stops. Right. Well, once we finish researching it enough, maybe we'll be able to permanently destroy it, because apparently this is a golden cube, but only for one person. Blah, blah, blah. Anomaly. Anomaly stuff. So I'm just now officially learning that there's a high tide, low tide system. Also, there was a flash storm, so oof. But oh well. And not only did I learn about high tide, low tide, apparently, Anna feels the unnatural corpse growing rapidly stronger. Some horrible consciousness is flickering within it. Something awful will happen in the next few days. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Now, unfortunately, she's currently in the middle of a corpse obsession, so we're not really able to do anything, so... let's see. Crimson, you go study her. Study fake Anna. When can we study next? Can be studied in 2 days. Oh, good. Okay. Back in her hole. Alright, in 2 days we'll continue studying her. I don't know if that's gonna be enough time, based on what you're implying. But I guess we'll see. Anna's no longer having a corpse obsession. Good, 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 good. Let's see. And it's finally clear. Which means I'm gonna attempt to bring over some people again. Let's see. Wrath. You're on the way there, bud. Let's also do some steel. Bring me steel. We can do 800 steel. Okay, well, we don't need that much. Let's bring like 300 steel. Let's bring about 300 plasteel. What else do we need? We have components. What else do we need? What else do we need? You know what? Let's just make sure that this is how this works. We're also gonna bring 10 simple meals. Alright, Wrath, do what you gotta do. We're gonna test this out one way or another, ideally. This works the way that I think, and this is gonna go extremely well and easy. Alternatively, it is not. Okay, refugee empire's leaving, whatever. So they only accept gold. And for practically nothing. Sea Dragon group went down a little bit, that's fine. Yeah, man. That's not ideal. So, melee, 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 sniper. Oh, goody. Oh, goody. You know, in a way, this does kind of work out, though. So, Kel doesn't have her EMPs. Alright, everyone, battle positions, just in case. We got a little bit of time before they actually show up. Okay, loaded with required cargo, ready to go. Is Wrath inside as well? Yes. Then let's launch. So 93 chem fuel. And then we could just come back. Oh, perfect. Oh, what a beautiful system. Oh, the shuttle is so nice when we can actually use it. Oh my god. Which means these transport pods have been a bit of a waste in that case. But it's not like we could see anyway. Alright, prepare yourselves. The mech hive is going to cause us a little bit of a problem. So as soon as they come in, we're going to try and deal with them. This Lancer is going to be the scariest one, because the Lancer is effectively a sniper. I also think that the Aura is going to be quite scary as well, because she's got insane regeneration, apparently. Okay, they're beginning their assault. Which way are they attacking? the way that I don't want them to go. Okie dokie. Well, let's start running them down then. Okay, you two, run over here, get into cover. Unfortunately, they are going to detonate our turrets, which not a whole lot to be done about it. Ooh, yikes. Not even a chance for it to explode either. Okay. Oh. A-O-E. Okay, we're in position. Okay, Laringo, shoot at this one, shoot at this one. That's down. Okay, Kylie, go after this. Melee, get the Scyther. Crimson, let's just get you down here before anything else happens. Okay, unfortunately our own barricades are kind of causing a problem for us. You're going after Scyther. Crimson, go after the Aura. Okay, this isn't going extremely well for us, at least not by the looks of it. Okay, that's down. Good. Let's go help out Kylie. Okay, Melee, come after this one. Okay. Could have been worse. Could have very much been worse. Okay, Melee, please go rescue Asher. Ghoul or not, we never leave our own behind. Usually. Okay, now while you're rescuing her, Wrath. Cool. That's so cool. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and drop just everything. Okay. Now that we're unloaded, Wrath. Okay, go ahead and eat. And then I'm going to have you fly back. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is going to be good. Okay, now let's get in the shuttle. And set to load just Wrath. Except on cooldown 1 hour. Okay, well, that makes sense. So as soon as we're able to, we will send Wrath back home. Okay, let's launch. Back home we go. Let's go ahead and set the shuttle right on top of the hangar because, hey, why, or the helipad, because why not? So cool. Oh, that's so cool. I love that mechanic already, dude. We should have been abusing it more, but what do you know? So, question. What's to stop us from just having, like, 4 shuttles and just, you know? You know what I mean? You seeing what I'm saying? What's to stop us from just having multiple shuttles and just, like, coming and going as needed? Well, other than the fact that, actually, what do they need? They're, like, really expensive, aren't they? Yeah, you need a shuttle engine. Okay, so if it wasn't for that, it'd be really easy. What is with the music? This seems oddly intense. I'm just building. Why is it so intense? I'm literally just building. Like, nothing is going on. Or is it? As far as I know, nothing is going on. But this music kind of signifies that that's not the case. Am I missing something over here? Nope. Well, the other Anna just got back up. Is this why the music is so intense? Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, I see what's happening. Anna, you gotta move. Anna, you gotta move! Oh no, I see what's happening here. Anna, you gotta freaking move, dude! Yeah, you know what? Just camp out in this room. Like... Okay, Melee, you keep going after the other Anna. Who else is close? Kim the Bro, you are up. You gotta get in there. Oh my god. Is she immune to damage? Rapid regeneration. Uh-oh. She teleports? Well, suck on this, buddy. Oh my god, that's so scary. Okay. Melee, use acid. Uh-oh. The awoken corpse is attacking Anna. Anna, just frickin' try and gun it out of there. Okay, Anna, run. Anna. Anna. This is the part where you move, Anna. There we go. Good, 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 good. Okay. Anna, let's just have you move right just into the open, nice where it's nice and safe. Capturable. Okay, Crimson, escort Melee. Make sure that other Anna gets there safely. We say safely, but in reality, we know what we mean. She looks so pleased with herself. That's so scary. Well, basic? You got me messed up. Basic? Right, okay. Well, other Anna is contained and also just looks very, very pleased with herself. Okay. Well, glad that's been dealt with. God dang. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting the body to just resurrect and make a death march towards Anna. Anna, what can you figure out about the fake you? Okay. So, giving a little bit less knowledge now. That's to be expected, I feel. Well, alright. Awoken unnatural corpse. I want to see what this does. The energy building within this corpse is erupting. It has risen and is attacking with increased power and speed. It will not stop until it reaches its victim. Move speed plus 300% and only takes 20% of damage, and also has rapid regeneration. Wow. That is insane. So, we have a containment strength of 263. Issue, there is a solar flare, which is reducing our strength at the moment, but are you serious? Bro! Oh, I see. It happened in our other one, too. Haha! Boom rats, it just now occurred to me. Not good. Oh, that's so bad. Alright. Cypher, get your ladies up. And then over here, we're mostly ignoring them, but I'm gonna start gearing up to deal with them. Frickin' nothing is ever easy around here, is it? You know, I just realized Mayday, oh my god. Melee made a sculpture that was kale. I didn't even realize it was kale at first. Oh, Melee, you big softy. Literally, you got a bunch of fur. So, here's what I've got lined up, boys. So, as you see, it's currently not pretty, but it will be. This is going to be the living quarters. This is where all the magic happens. In my mind, it's going to be perfect. This is where we all go to sleep. We've got some nice, sleek, ornate doors. We've got psychic emanator on this side. We'll have a psychic emanator over on this side. And pretty much the sole purpose of this area is going to be to just come over, go to bed, hooray. Then we're gonna make our generator room directly above it, just so it's nice and easy to store all of our power, since the generators are kind of important, and so I would like them all together, just in case, rather than spread out how we have normally. We have the potential for 2 geothermal reactors right in the middle of Safety City. So that is going to generate us a ton of power, which is going to be really nice. The grav engine's over here just for the moment because I don't know where to put it, but... And then we also have our ground penetrating scanner, all of our recharge stations for all of our mechanoids, and then the vanometric power cell right in the middle because I thought it kind of looked nice aesthetically. Then, moving up a little bit further, this is where all the magic is really gonna happen. Excuse me. So, this big orange area is gonna be our recreation room. I know it's a little bit big, but what I'm thinking is we'll put a TV, we'll put some chessboards down, and we'll put a... Now, okay, I noticed with some of the books it mentioned a library, so I don't think we'll put books in here. But at some point we will make a library, and then we will just stockpile and hoard every single bit of books that we get, because I don't think we're expanding again past this, so may as well make it last. This green room is going to be where all the cooking is done. Ideally, we'll just have it to where it's like, cooking, nope, stove. Okay. So we'll have it to where it's like, oh, you know, cooking stove, and then we'll have like a couple, what are they? The tool cabinet. That's it. The tool cabinet. That way we're able to increase the effectiveness of all of our cooking stoves. And then on the bottom side, we'll have all of our butchery zones. We'll make it some nice, clean, sterile tiles. And that's gonna be real nice. So it's just one big cooking room. Mwah! That should work really, really nice. And then this room down here is going to be the crafter's room. That's where we're gonna put like the stone block makers, the electric smithy, you know, stuff like that. This is gonna be our crafting room. Then a little bit above over here is gonna be our storage area, which I've tried to reinforce because I realized it was a bit of a weakness. Right here is where we're gonna keep all of our food. Honestly, it just makes the most sense, especially because the recreation room is gonna be right here, and so you'll just walk into the recreation room, you'll eat, watch some TV. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. So this right here is where all of our food will be. This is where all of our medical / combat drugs and stuff like that is going to be at. Plenty of room. We already got a couple triple layer racks ready to go because, again, ideally, we're not going to be moving past this. And there's so much room left on the map that we can expand if need be. And then down here is going to be our general storage area. But this time, we are absolutely loading up on the triple layer racks. And I made it perfect to where we could still walk in and out and in between everything that we need to do. And same deal, if we need to expand it, we got plenty of room to do so. Not to the right, but That's fine. I don't really think we need to. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this big middle area. Honestly, it's kind of just like a courtyard. Maybe I'll stick all of our mechanoid stuff here. I don't know. I haven't decided what to do with this big middle area. I'm making the most out of what we have, but yeah, the middle area is currently eluding me. I do want to reinforce this wall right here, just make it absolutely impenetrable. That way we can funnel people over to this side of the map, because this is where we're going to try out a kill box. Ideally. Although we do have the water to contend with now. Didn't really expect that. So that is something that we're going to have to work with. And then, let me see, what else? We do need a medical area. We need a hospital. So what I was thinking of doing is I was going to put the prison camp and the hospital right here. So they're immediately accessible right beside the kill box. To me, that makes the most sense, because one of the biggest flaws of our current base is, yeah, the medical room is right here, but if we want to imprison someone, we gotta walk all the way to the other side of the camp. Which I think it makes sense to kind of have them out of the way, but at the same time, it is kind of not the smartest idea I've ever came up with. And yeah, right now, that's basically the TLDR of the new base. I am still funneling resources over as needed, and we do still have a lot of work left to do before we're ready to fully move over. But as far as our wealth and stuff, we're still at 38k, which is good because there is a couple things I want to move over. For example, I want to move over a second psychic emanator, and then I want to move over a third psychic emanator, which will bring down our wealth by a lot. So hopefully that'll be pretty good. And then we do still have to move people over. So right now what I'm doing... Oh. Hey, Anna is inspired. Or no longer expired. No, Anna's inspired. Sissy is no longer expired. Okay. And then what I'm doing right now is I'm sending over just a bunch of wood, steel, and then over here, I'm sending over a bunch of steel. Because right now, that's kind of the biggest thing holding us back in the other base is the fact that we don't have a lot of steel, and we don't have anyone who's currently good at doing the deep scanner. So there is a little bit to be worked on. Okay, transport pod is ready. Let's go ahead and send that bad boy over, and we'll send it right... You know what? Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Right next to our storage area. And then I am debating breaking down the pod launcher, because I don't really think we're going to use it. I'm pretty sure that's the last time we're actually going to use it. I don't think we need any more transport pods. As nice as they are, I kind of think that the shuttle is just going to be the way to go. So I am going to be breaking down the transport pod. And then over here. There we go. Look at that. Oh, nice. Plus the shuttle can carry a lot more, so there is also that. You know what? I don't want to finish this just yet. Let's go ahead and rebuild those. Dang it. So, this outer wall is wood. And I don't want it to be. And since this map has a lot of sandstone, I was going to replace it with sandstone. However, I was a little bit preemptive with that, and Cypher was also very preemptive with it. It was my fault, though. It's not Cypher's fault. So we do need to get that a little bit fixed. Now, this map is very toasty, which our colonists are not used to. We are very accustomed to the cold, not the heat. So we're actually gonna need to use some coolers, which at the moment, everything is open, so that cooler isn't getting a whole lot of value, but we'll fix it when we can. But because the right side of our rooms and stuff, you know what, actually, I just thought of something that would be a little bit smarter. Maybe this right side we could turn into something else. And then we could just, like, make another set of rooms below it. Well, but then some people might have to travel really far to get to bed. I don't know how good of an idea that would be. Maybe we could just go, like, one more down. I don't think that'd be too bad, would it? But then there's also a chance we come across, like, a cave or something. Nah, I mean... That's a hard choice. Maybe this is where we have all of, like, our big, like, mechanoid stuff. Maybe, like, half of it is for mechanoids, half of it is for, gene therapy and stuff. Maybe that's what we do. Yeah. Okay, so there is still a little bit of blueprinting left to do. You know what? For the moment, I'm actually just going to cancel this. And then we will resume this later, I think. Because I honestly think I want to make this side something else rather than a bunch more rooms. That way, the coolers just go directly down. And all of us are kind of condensed. You know, bedrooms are all together. We have a ton of vents and everything. I think that's the play. Oh, you know what? We could make this area on the right a colossal, like, throne gathering room. And then we, on the bottom, this is where we make all the mechanoids. Oh, that's it. That is so the play. That's gonna be so nice. Because then we barely have to go anywhere to actually do, all of our celebrations and stuff. Yes. That is so, oh yeah, that's the play. That is absolutely the play. Now, as soon as the shuttle is ready to go, we are going to be sending over Sissy just to give us a bunch more supplies. Okay, it is loaded with cargo. It's ready to go. Let's launch. Okay, and where should Sissy arrive? I mean, it's mainly wood and stuff. I think we should arrive right here. You know what? Maybe we should make this kind of like our little... We could make this the area where we go for shuttles. Let's see how it goes, first and foremost. Let's see what happens. Okay, Sissy is here. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. We could make this a hangar room. This can genuinely be a hangar room. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh, that is going to be mwah, beautiful. Because look, right? Hear me out. Listen to the vision. Shuttle, right? Maybe like, right, yeah, like that or something. Shuttles take off, and then they just come right back. Oh, that is perfect. Yes, dude, look at that. We're making a happy home here, I feel. It does still have a lot of work though, so not done yet. And because of the water raising, we also kind of have to worry about our food. Because I was growing a bunch of rice directly next to the water, but obviously that's not really working out. Also, this synth meat is just terrible when it's growing. I was trying to get a bunch of synth meat so that Asher would have something to eat when we came over, but honestly, and I hate to do this, since our research for Asher isn't like super far along, I almost think we have to leave her. I don't think she's gonna do good at this new colony for now, so I think when it's time to buckle up and move over, I think we gotta leave her for a little bit, which, you know, I don't like doing. But at the same time, it kind of just feels like maybe what we have to do. I do want to unload absolutely everything, and then when Sissy is ready to go, we will have her sent over. Hey, the flooding is subsiding! Okay, so we do have it marked out. So these marble walls mark out how far the flooding goes, which, the coastline used to be up here, just to, you know, as a little reminder. Okay, it's ready to launch. Let's get Sissy back on board. And the next time we come over, we're going to be delivering a ton of food. Because we kind of still need a bunch of food. Debatably a little bit of medicine too, so I think that's something we'll do. We'll bring over some food, some medicine. Should be good. And then it takes off just fine. Oh, beautiful. You know what? I'm gonna mark. Let's mark it like, so if we land right about here, and maybe like right here, maybe this is where we have our 2 shuttles. Maybe that's a little too high, I don't know, but either way, dude, the shuttles are so cool. I like the shuttles so much. I'm so happy that we actually have one, and we're able to refuel it pretty easily because we're just far enough to where we can make the trip there and back without really losing much of anything. So it's so good. It's so good. But with that, I believe that's gonna do it for this episode of RimWorld. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And in the next one, we are officially going to be moving absolutely everyone to the new base. It does still need a little bit of TLC, as I've said, but still, you see the vision. And I really, really think that this is going to help us out, especially because if we do any kind of kill box, they have to go through water, and a lot of it. And we can use that to our advantage big time. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.